Your brain hits complete around age 25, unless you're a dude. Then it's more like 28. Why? Evolution decided men needed 3 extra years to figure out that jumping off roofs into pools is a bad idea. The great brain race nobody asked for. Welcome to the weirdest race in biology. Female brains cross the finish line while male brains are still looking for their shoes. It's not even close. The prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that stops bad ideas, like texting your ex at 3 a.m. or eating gas station sushi. This brain part finishes growing at age 21-inch females. In males, age 25. That's 4 whole years of what could go wrong. Scientists found this out in the 1992nd. They started putting teenagers in MRI machines, not as punishment, for science. What they saw was shocking. Male brains take way longer to clean house. They keep useless brain connections around like that friend who won't leave the party. Here's the thing. Gray matter peaks at age 10-inch girls. Boys? Age 14. White matter grows fastest at 12.5 years in girls. Boys hit that mark at 15. Every milestone happens later for dudes. Think about it this way. Female brains are like smartphones that update overnight. Male brains? They're like your dad's computer that needs 47 restarts and still runs slow. This is your brain on hormone. Let's talk about estrogen and testosterone. These chemicals do wild things to developing brains. And spoiler alert, estrogen works faster. Estrogen is brain fertilizer. It makes neurons grow. It helps memories form. It speeds up brain cleaning. Estrogen tells the brain, let's get organized. What does testosterone do? It shows up late and flexes in the mirror. During puberty, these hormones go crazy. Estrogen floods female brains. It starts a process called myelination. That's when neurons get wrapped in fat. Why? So signals travel faster. It's like upgrading from dial-up internet to fiber optic. But testosterone? It's busy doing other stuff. Building muscles, growing body hair in weird places, making teenage boys think they can fight people twice their size. Scientists at Newcastle University found something cool in 2013. Estrogen receptors cluster in brain areas that control planning and emotional control. That's why teenage girls develop emotional intelligence faster. Meanwhile, teenage boys are learning they can burp the alphabet. The amygdala handles emotions. It's your brain's drama department. Estrogen makes it develop faster and more efficiently. Testosterone makes it grow bigger but mature slower. This explains a lot. Like why your brother gets emotional during car chase movies but won't admit it. Here's a fun fact. Female brains process emotions 2.5 years faster than male brains. By age 16, girls can read facial expressions like a book. Boys at 16, they're still trying to figure out if someone's mad or just thinking about lunch. The pruning party that starts without dudes. Your brain does spring cleaning. It's called synaptic pruning. Imagine your brain as a messy closet. Pruning throws out stuff you don't need. Female brains start cleaning at age 10. They finish by age 16. Male brains? They don't even start until age 12. They're still cleaning at age 20. This isn't random. During pruning, your brain kills off half its connections. Half! That's like deleting 50% of your contacts. Female brains do this efficiently. Male brains act like digital hoarders. They keep connections around just in case. The cerebellum controls movement and thinking. Girls' cerebellums are done growing by age 19. Boys need until age 24. That's 5 extra years. No wonder college guys think beer pong is a life skill. Dr. Frances Jensen studied this at the University of Pennsylvania. She found something wild. Delayed pruning in males links to risk-taking. Male brains keep more, maybe this will work, connections active. Female brains already deleted those files. Want proof? Look at YouTube. It's 90% videos of guys doing dumb stuff. They all start the same way. Hey, watch this. That's delayed pruning in action. But wait, there's more. The brain regions that say stop develop last in males. The regions that say go for it develop first. It's like having a sports car with no brakes. What could possibly go wrong? White matter, your brain's highway system. White matter connects different brain parts. Think of it as highways between cities. Female brains build these roads faster, way faster. By age 22, female brains have a complete highway system. Male brains at 22, still under construction. They don't finish until age 28. That's 6 years of detours and traffic jams. The corpus callosum is the main bridge between brain halves. By age 20, it's 25% bigger in females. Female brains get a 6-lane bridge. Male brains get a shaky rope bridge. With a toll booth. That only takes exact change. Brain scans show this difference by age 8. Girls' brains light up with connections everywhere. Boys' brains look like a city during a power outage. By teenage years, female brains show 10% more connections overall. There's this thing called the superior longitudinal fasciculus. Terrible name, great job. It connects language areas. It develops 18 months faster in females. This might explain something. Teenage girls can have whole conversations with just looks. Teenage boys, still communicating in grunts. MRI studies from Harvard show more differences. Female brains activate multiple regions for simple tasks. Male brains use one region and hope for the best. It's like female brains have backup generators. Male brains run on a single battery from 2003. Why YOLO makes sense to male brains. Risk assessment lives in the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. Try saying that 5 times fast. This brain part asks important questions, like, should I do this? Female brains get this function at age 23. Male brains, age 27. That's 4 years of missing danger signals. 4 years of hold my beer moments. 4 years of emergency room visits that start with, so I had this idea. Here's the chemistry. Male brains make 52% more serotonin during development. Sounds good, right? Wrong. They have 40% fewer receptors to process it. It's like having a fire hose of happy chemicals, but only a tiny straw to drink from. UCLA did a study on decision-making. They found something hilarious. When facing danger, male brains ask feelings for advice. Female brains ask logic. Example. Should I pet this snake? Male brain. But what if it's friendly? Female brain. That's a cobra, you idiot. The insula processes gut feelings. It tells you when something's sketchy. In females, it's fully online by age 20. In males, age 23. For 3 years, young men literally can't trust their gut. Their gut-brain connection is still buffering. Insurance companies figured this out ages ago. That's why dudes under 25 pay crazy high rates. The insurance company isn't being mean. They're being scientific about your half-baked brain. Fun fact. Emergency rooms see 68% more males aged 18 to 25 than females. The injuries? Mostly from decisions that started with, I bet I can. Executive function, the gender schedule gap. Executive function is your brain's manager. It handles planning, organization, remembering stuff. Female brains hire this manager by age 20. Male brains, the manager shows up at 25. If he's not stuck in traffic, this gap shows up everywhere. Female college students use planners. They color code notes. They set reminders. Male college students use the I'll remember system. Spoiler, they won't remember. Working memory is your brain's RAM. Females max out their RAM at age 19. Males need until age 23. This explains so much. Your girlfriend remembers that thing you said 3 years ago. You can't remember why you walked into the kitchen. Brain scans show wild differences. By age 18, female brains use 30% more planning regions. They're running spreadsheets. Male brains are winging it with napkin math. The anterior cingulate cortex spots mistakes. Female brains develop strong error detection by age 17. Male brains, still running on it'll probably work out mode until age 25, sometimes longer. Johns Hopkins found something interesting. Female brains stay flexible during development. They can change strategies quickly. Male brains lock into patterns. Like that friend who tells the same joke since middle school and still laughs at it. Real-world example, group projects. By age 18, females start planning immediately. They make timelines, assign tasks. Males at 18, we've got time. Fast forward to the night before, panic mode activated. The timeline nobody talks about. Let's get specific with ages. It's like a development schedule that males consistently miss. Age 10. Girls start pruning brain connections. Boys are still collecting them like Pokemon cards. Age 14. Girls' emotional regulation comes online. Boys discover emotions exist but have no idea what to do with them. Age 16. Girls can multitask efficiently. Boys can barely single task without getting distracted by literally anything. Age 18. Girls' judgment centers are nearly complete. Boys' judgment is still in beta testing with lots of bugs. Age 21. Girls' prefrontal cortex is done. Boys have 4 more years of updates to download. Age 25. Most guys finally have adult brains. But some regions are still finishing up. Age 28. Male brains finally match what female brains had at 23. Better late than never?